So in this video, we really want to learn more about you and about the product and about the clients. And I really wanted to know a little bit about your background prior to starting Web2Wave. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, yeah. So my background, basically, I'm a developer for like 25 years, and I started to do the websites and earn some money on the internet, like in the early 2000s. So most of my career, I was a developer, but in last 10 years, I switched to more business roles, product manager or the founder in multiple companies. Um, I'd say the most significant parts of my career were Lingualeo. It's a huge mobile application for learning English language. We scaled it from like basically zero to up well, 20 million users when I left it. After that, I co-founded Edwin.ai. It's a chatbot for learning English language on Facebook Messenger. We grew it up to 1 million users, raised investments from Y Combinator, Google, and other Silicon Valley funds. After that, I spent a couple years doing edtech products, mostly e-learning courses. But then I decided to switch back to the tech, and I joined a company that was building big GPS tracker for children, mobile application for children safety, with more than 100 downloads worldwide. And then I also founded a community for mobile app founders. And then I realized what are Web2App Funnels um, and that most of the application that now scale their paid user acquisition, they do Web2App Funnels. So yeah, this is my background.
So you have a lot of experience with mobile apps, and you just mentioned that you also launched like founders community, people that create mobile apps. And you also realized how important it is to have Web2App funnels. But how did you decide to create Web2Wave after all?
So I decided that my experience is about mobile applications. So I decided to start my own mobile applications. And it was clear for me that if I want to do paid user acquisition, paid marketing, I should do it with Web2App funnels. So at first, I started to build my own Web2App funnels for multiple products. Uh, these products were around health and fitness, uh, but like more niche applications like brain training, eye training, face yoga, this kind of stuff. So I built my first Web2App funnels, and while I was building them, like I was coding them by myself. Then I realized that I don't want to do the marketing. It's kind of like boring for me because you launch paid ads, you have to come up with the creatives, and it's not about coding. Um, and I'm a developer. I really love it. So after 1 month of developing these funnels, I realized that I don't want to do the marketing, but I want to do the coding. So I decided like to pivot, and literally in just 2 hours, I came up with the name, and I was going to a conference as a brand, as a mobile application, because I was working in a mobile application at that time. And like in 2 hours before the conference, I created the name, I created a website, registered it, created the business cards, and went to this conference to find clients for my new company that didn't exist at that moment. I failed at the conference. I didn't find any clients there, but still I decided to continue to do it. And from my network, I found a couple of first clients, like literally $1,000, 1,500, probably that was the revenue in first 2 months that I got. So I started to build the funnels for them and also building the product at the same time. And I did that for, like I'd say, 3 months. And in 3 months, we launched the first version of the product. I hired a developer during this time. And in 3, 4 months, we launched the first version. And this is how it started.
I actually want to take a few steps back. You mentioned that you went to the conference and you had everything prepared in 2 hours. Back then, did you have like an MVP version of your
No,
product?
no, no,
Anything?
nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. It was just some code, and I mean, there was no interface. There was some code just to run these quizzes, ask the question. There was no payment in these funnels. There
Mm-hmm.
was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I started to sell the product when I had zero product at all.
That's very interesting. But you realized that you need a product because it's such a complex thing to do. Did you realize at the time that people might need help making web-to-app funnels? This is why you need to build this product to help them.
Yeah, actually, I saw that a lot of applications are doing that. There are big players on the market who do it like for years, and billions of dollars are going through these web funnels at that time, like 2 years ago already. And but there were no proper tools. There were some tools, but they were expensive and not really useful. And I saw an opportunity. I saw that the market is growing. I realized that I can build it, and I understand how it should work, how it should look like, what should be the features. And while I was building the first version, like the first months, I realized that it's not that easy. Like the quiz part is easy. Like now with ChatGPT or Claude, you can generate this quiz in a few minutes and you will have it. But then when you start building the payments, the integrations with mobile apps, uh, when you will need to send events, for instance, to Meta, and you have to send it using browser and conversion API, this is where the problem starts. You can't just code it with ChatGPT because you have to test a lot of small details that are not known to Claude or ChatGPT.
Mhm.
So I saw the potential of this market. I realized that I would love to do it in next years. And I realized that the product that would solve all of these problems will have a success on this market.
So you've realized how difficult it is technically to create web-to-app funnel for a mobile app in-house. So you decided to make a solution for that. Do you think today Web2Wave solves all of these problems for mobile apps?
Yeah, definitely. We have more than 100 clients. We process millions of dollars every month. We have millions of users that visit our funnels, and all of that is possible because of the products that we built. At first, we have the quiz editor where you can do any customizations, starting from the basic things like change the content or change the flow depending on users' answers. Then we have paywalls. On the paywalls, you have integration with multiple payment systems: Stripe, Paddle, Primer, Checkout.com, Braintree, SolidGate, a lot of them. Then you want to send events to Facebook, Meta, Google, and we have both browser pixels and conversion API integrations. Then you can send emails, you can launch experiments, A/B tests. We have API, webhooks. You can integrate it into your mobile application. Like literally everything that you will ever need to launch your web-to-app funnel, we have it already on the platform.
I've heard that you now can also integrate onboardings from the platform into the mobile app. Is that true?
Yeah, this is the next part. So while the core product is about web onboardings and web funnels, but you can also use the same onboardings in your mobile application. We have SDKs for iOS, Flutter, Android, and Unity and React Native. And with this SDK, you can build onboarding using Web2Wave and then integrate it into your mobile application. The experience will be like really native.
You've also mentioned that you have more than 100 clients. Can you tell us a little bit more about what kind of clients usually come to Web2Wave?
Okay, yeah. So at first, most of our clients, they are mobile applications with subscriptions. This is the core audience that we have. In terms of categories of the applications, it's different. While it's widely known that web top funnels are really good for health and fitness, we have only 35% of clients that are in health and fitness. The rest are like completely different niches: utilities, photo, video apps, entertainment, education. And also, a lot of our clients are not mobile applications. We have clients from e-commerce. Sometimes these are like consultations that they sell using the quizzes. Basically, these quizzes they work perfectly for any B2C product. And what we try to promote to our clients and to the market in general is how you should build these web2app funnels. The goal is not to make a just boring survey. Your goal is to promote to the user idea of solving their problem. The more spontaneous purchase, the longer should be the funnel. And that's why a lot of the biggest funnels on the market, they're pretty long, like 40 screens, 50 screens, or even more. There is a psychology behind these funnels. So you start with the question that will actualize the problem to the user. Then you ask the questions that make them anxious about this problem. And then you start to visualizing the future after the problem is solved. So it's not a boring survey. It's not just a set of questions. The funnel should be like a friendly psychologist. It converts the users. It makes them feel heard, and it helps them to to feel that their problem can be solved. And by that, you increase the probability that they will convert on the paywall. So this is what we try to promote, and this is how the converting funnels are built.
So if I'm a mobile app and I would really like to test web2app funnels with web2wave, where do I start?
Okay, so well, but first go to web2wave.com. You can sign up. The platform is completely accessible, and you can try it out for free, or you can book a call with us. And after that, the flow will look like we recommend you to start with researching the market, finding the most relevant funnels. We can help you with that. We have dedicated growth managers who will do that for you. So you can research the market, find the relevant funnels, or you can use our AI to generate your first funnel. Again, it's completely free. So you generate your first funnel and you understand how the funnel will look like. After that, we need to style it in your branding, in your colors. We can take design from your mobile application or create a new one. Then once the funnel is built, it should be connected to payment systems like Stripe account. You can use yours. We can rent one for you. So there are like multiple ways how you can use payments on web2app funnels. And then we do integration with mobile app. We have SDK. The integration is pretty simple. Like average developer can do it in a couple hours. And once the integration is ready, we just add. Usually, our clients launch Meta, so we just start with adding Meta Pixel, and by that we will send events to Meta. And then you just launch your campaigns. Again, we can help you with that. We can explain how to do it properly for Web2App to save the budget for the test, or you can do it on your side. And once you launch the funnel, only then subscription starts, by the way. So we don't
That's
charge
important.
while you are building the funnel. We start charging you only after you launch the paid traffic on the funnels. So yeah, this is a process. Research the market. If you need help with that, just contact us and we'll help you. And then yeah, we'll do the rest. We'll help you to set up payment systems, analytics systems, email systems if you need, but we have it on our side. And yeah, then you launch the traffic, you measure the results, and you experiment a lot.
I love it, first of all. You just mentioned that you only pay when you launch the traffic. Can you tell us how expensive is it?
So it starts just $199 per month. We have higher plans with additional features, but most of apps they can easily start with just $199, and yeah, so you can build your first funnel by yourself. We can help you with that, but like for most cases, $199 is just fine to start.
This is an amazing price.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We think that Web2App should be accessible by everyone.
So let's say mobile app did their research, they have their web2app funnel ready. The funnel is live on the Web2Wave platform. They launch their traffic. What is the first three A/B tests they need to run to improve their funnel?
At first, experiment on the first screen. So the two most important parts in the funnel is the first screen, where they see the offer, and most of the new funnels fail on this screen. So we recommend experimenting there a lot. Try to change the titles and the images and the questions on the first screen. This is where you have to spend like 50% of your time in the beginning, and then the experiments on the paywall. We usually provide the structure for winning paywall. It has to have a commitment, like visualization before, after, then the prices block, Apple Pay button right after that. Don't forget to add discounts and use introductory offers. So the first payment will be lower than the real subscription renewals. Then we recommend working on the objections that your users might have in their head. And then experiment with downsells and upsells. Downsells meaning when the user closes the payment form, show them another offer with a discounted price. And after they subscribe to your main subscription, try to sell them something else, because like with Stripe and with other payment systems too, you will have their payment token. So you can charge them with just one click. And adding multiple upsells after the first funnel usually makes the whole business for a lot of applications. So like it's really easy to increase revenue by 20-30% by just adding one or two PDFs or something like that. But those who focus a lot on increasing the revenue, they can double the revenue using just upsells. So these are first experiments that we usually recommend to our clients.
Love it. Thank you so much. I really would like to understand if all of these paywall tests you just mentioned, are they that different from mobile? Like how different is the web paywall from a mobile paywall?
Yeah, the web paywall and web onboarding are different from mobile, because in mobile, users, they already downloaded your application. They saw it in the App Store. They saw user reviews. They understand that this is a mobile application. They know how subscription works there. But on web, it's completely different. They know nothing about you. They know nothing about your product. So the onboarding should be different, and the paywall structure should be different too. On mobile, the paywalls are usually short, like choose your plan, these are the features, and the price is blocked with the button. But on web, the onboarding is way more longer. Like we have 13 blocks that you have to include in the paywall to make it really convertive.
And one last question. Why do you think mobile apps should test web2app funnels for their product?
Because the LTV is way more higher. So the ratio between LTV and CAC is way more higher on web. And that's why a lot of applications and other subscription services are moving their payments to web.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. It was really interesting. I really think that mobile apps should test web2app funnels for their products.
Yeah, sure. Go to web2wave.com and sign up and try to create your first web top funnel, and we will help you.